Lord, I come before you tonight because I don't know what else to do. I'm so sorry, Lord. I've been lying to Paula. I've been hiding the truth from her for so long. I didn't mean for it to get this far, but I was so afraid of losing her, afraid of what she would think of me if she knew the truth. Father, I know I've done wrong. I've deceived her, and it's eating me up inside. I've pretended that everything is fine when it's not. I've led her away from doctors, from the truth, all to protect my secret. And I know that's not right, Lord. Please, forgive me. I don't want to live in this lie anymore. I don't want to keep hurting Paula, even if she doesn't know it. Liam, I don't know what to do anymore. I've been living on the edge, man. Paula almost found out everything. We went to the doctor, and I thought for sure the truth was going to come out. I had to convince her that it's all spiritual, that we don't need doctors anymore. But I can't keep living like this.
You actually went to the doctor? You're playing with fire, Patrick. You're lucky she didn't find out. You know what'll happen if she learns the truth.
I know. That's why I had to make sure she didn't. I managed to get the doctor to say everything was fine. But it's getting harder, Liam. She's pushing for answers. I don't know how much longer I can keep this up.
Look, Patrick, you've got no choice. You've come too far to let everything crumble now. If Paula finds out you're the reason you guys can't have a child, she'll never forgive you for lying. You'll lose her for sure.
But what am I supposed to do? I can't keep lying to her forever.
You have to, man. What other option do you have? If she finds out, it's over. You're not just going to lose your wife, you're going to lose everything you've built with her. You need to keep this hidden as long as you can. Buy yourself more time.
I don't know if I can. It's tearing me apart. I lied to her, Liam. I told her this was all spiritual, and now we're going to see some pastor who's supposed to fix things. I've even been praying for a miracle myself, but what if nothing happens? How much longer can I keep stringing her along?
You need to do whatever it takes to protect your marriage. If that means sticking with the spiritual route, then go all in on it. Keep her focused on prayers, keep avoiding doctors. The minute you give in and tell her the truth, you're done for.
I just don't know, man. This guilt is getting heavier every day. I don't want to lose her, but I'm not sure how much longer I can live with the lies.
Trust me, Patrick. You can't afford to come clean now. You've got too much to lose. Do whatever you have to, but keep that secret buried. If it ever comes out, it won't end well. You know, Patrick, if you really want a solution, I know someone who might be able to help. There's this fetish priest I've heard about. He's good at these kinds of things. People say he can work wonders with issues like yours. If you're serious about keeping this hidden and finding a way to have a child, maybe it's worth a try.
A fetish priest? Liam, are you serious? I can't do that. It's against everything I believe in. I'm a Christian, I can't get involved in things like that. I know I'm desperate, but not that desperate.
Look, I get it. But sometimes you have to bend the rules a little to get what you want. You've been dealing with this for years, Patrick. How much longer are you going to wait for a miracle that might never come? The priest could be your way out.
No, Liam. I won't do it. I've made mistakes, but I'm not crossing that line. My faith is all I have left. I'm not going to betray that just to fix this. I'll keep trusting God, even if it's hard.
All right, man, suit yourself. But don't say I didn't offer you a way out. If you change your mind, you know where to find me. But for now, I guess you're leaving this in God's hands.
I have to, Liam. That's all I can do.
Fine. I'll leave you to your faith then. Just don't let the truth catch up to you, Patrick. It could be worse than you think.
I'll handle it. Somehow. Thanks, Liam.
Good luck, man. You're going to need it.
Emily, I just don't know what to do anymore. It's been years since we got married, and still, no child. We've tried everything. Doctors, prayers, everything. Nothing is working.
Paula, I'm sorry you're going through this. But I'm going to tell you something you might not want to hear. You need to stop acting dumb and start being smart.
What? What do you mean by that, Emily? How am I not being smart?
Look, Paula, I'm your friend, and I care about you. But sometimes you need to see things for what they are. That's all I'm going to say.
No. What do you mean by that? What are you trying to say? You can't just drop something like that and leave me in the dark.
Paula, I'm not trying to upset you, but think about it. Men don't just sit around waiting forever. If you're not careful, one day, your husband might come home with a child from somewhere else. You need to be smart about your situation.
Emily, are you saying Patrick would do that? Bring in a child from outside? I don't understand. He's never mentioned anything like that.
I'm not saying he will, but you've got to think ahead, Paula. I'm just warning you to act smart. Don't be too trusting. You've been waiting for years, and you're still waiting. Men don't always wait forever.
But Patrick loves me. I trust him. He wouldn't do something like that. Would he?
I hope not. But you need to keep your eyes open. Don't be naive. I've seen it happen too many times. Just be careful, okay?
I don't know what to think right now. You're scaring me, Emily.
I'm not trying to scare you, Paula. I'm trying to protect you. Just don't be blind to what's going on. Act smart before something happens that you'll regret.
I need to think about this.
Paula, for all you know, your husband might already have a family outside. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe that's why he doesn't seem as bothered about this whole situation as you are.
What? No, that's not true, Emily. Patrick is trying just as hard as I am. He's been praying, going with me to see spiritual leaders. We've been in this together.
I'm just saying, be careful. Men can be sneaky. You think he's trying, but who knows what he's doing when he's not with you. You need to act quick before you reach menopause. Do you want to wake up one day and find that some woman brought in a child to claim your husband's property, and you're left with nothing?
No, Emily. Patrick isn't like that. I know he wants a child just as much as I do. He's been right there with me through everything.
I'm not here to convince you, Paula. I've said enough. I'm just warning you. Think about it. You're still childless after all these years, and you're running out of time. Don't let someone else take what's rightfully yours because you were too trusting.
I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. This is all too much.
I've said what I needed to say. If you don't believe me, that's fine. But don't say I didn't warn you.
I need to go. I have a lot on my mind now.
Take care of yourself, Paula. And remember what I said. Just be smart.
I can't believe this. I can't get Emily's words out of my head. What if she's right? What if Patrick already has a family outside, and I've just been too blind to see it? No, that can't be true. Patrick loves me. He's been by my side through everything. He wouldn't do that to me, would he? But why haven't we had a child yet? We've tried everything. And he never seems as worried as I am. Maybe I've been fooling myself this whole time. Maybe there's something he's not telling me. Oh God, what if I'm running out of time? What if someone else walks into our lives one day with a child, and I'm left with nothing? I need to stop this. I can't keep thinking like this. But what if Emily's right? What if Patrick is hiding something from me? Liam. Liam's been Patrick's friend since they were kids. If there's anything going on, Liam would know. He'd have to. Patrick tells him everything. I need to talk to him. I need to know if there's something I've been missing all these years. I can't live like this, wondering. I need the truth. Yes, I'll go see Liam. He'll tell me if there's anything to worry about. He'll know if Patrick's been hiding something from me. I just need answers. I have to know. Tomorrow, I'll find Liam. He's the only one who can help me now. Liam, I'm sorry to just show up like this, but I really need to talk to you about something important.
Hey, Paula. No problem. What's on your mind?
It's about Patrick. I've been having these thoughts, and I don't know what to do. I need to ask you something, and I need you to be honest with me.
Of course, Paula. What is it?
Do you know if Patrick? I mean, is there a chance that he's seeing someone else? Like, does he have another woman? Is he cheating on me?
What? Paula, no. Patrick? Cheating? Where is this coming from?
I don't know, Liam. It's just, with everything that's been going on, I started wondering. Someone told me that maybe Patrick has a family outside. That he might not be as concerned about us having children because he has one somewhere else.
Paula, I've known Patrick since we were kids. He's not that kind of man. There's no way he would ever cheat on you. He's always been faithful to you and to his values. I've never seen him even look at another woman that way.
Are you sure? You're really sure?
I promise you, Paula. Patrick loves you, and I know him well enough to say with confidence that he would never do something like that. You've got nothing to worry about.
I don't know what to think anymore. Everything's been so difficult, and I started doubting.
I understand, Paula. But trust me, Patrick's not the kind of man to betray you like that. You should feel relaxed. He's in this with you, just as much as you are.
That's reassuring to hear, Liam. I really needed to hear that. But, do you know if, by any chance, Patrick had a child during his younger days? Before we got married? Liam, why did you hesitate? Please, tell me everything.
Well, Paula, it's not that simple.
I need to know the truth. If there's something you know, I can't take being kept in the dark anymore. Please, I'm asking you.
All right, Paula. Since you're asking, I'll tell you. Patrick did have a child, or rather, he was supposed to. His childhood girlfriend, Cynthia, got pregnant. Before she could give birth, she moved away. Cynthia moved away while she was pregnant, Paula. Recently, Cynthia called from abroad. It was on Brian's 8th birthday. That was the first time Patrick had heard from her since she left all those years ago. It was the first time he had ever spoken to his son. And that was only recently.
I can't believe this. Patrick has a son somewhere, and he never told me? After all these years? So, Patrick has been in contact with Cynthia? He spoke to his son? And I didn't know?
He was probably scared of what you'd think or how you'd react. He's a good man, but sometimes people make mistakes, and they try to protect the ones they love by keeping things like this hidden. I'm not defending his choice, Paula. I'm just telling you what I know. He's probably been carrying this burden for a long time.
But this? This is a child we're talking about. How could he keep that from me?
As far as I know, he tried to keep it in the past. I think Patrick didn't want to hurt you, Paula.
I can't believe this. Everything feels like a lie now. Why wouldn't he tell me about this?
I know this is a lot to take in, Paula. But it only happened recently. Cynthia called out of the blue, and Patrick was as surprised as anyone. He hasn't had much time to process it himself.
I feel so betrayed. How could he keep this from me? He spoke to his son. Our lives are already so complicated, and now this? How could he hide something so important?
Paula, I'm sure Patrick didn't mean to hurt you. He probably didn't know how to tell you. Maybe he just hadn't found the right time. You know how much he cares about you.
But Liam, this changes everything. He kept a whole part of his life from me. And now, there's a child, his son, out there, and I didn't even know. I trusted him.
I understand, Paula. You have every right to feel hurt. But Patrick's been struggling with this too. I'm not saying he made the right choice by keeping it from you, but maybe he was scared of how this would affect you both.
I just don't understand. Why wouldn't he trust me enough to tell me?
I can't speak for him, Paula, but maybe he thought he was protecting you. Maybe he thought he'd find the right moment to explain everything. I'm sure he loves you, and he didn't want to lose you over something he didn't think was going to come back into his life.
I feel so lost right now. How could Patrick be so heartless, so cruel? After everything, after all we've been through, he kept this from me? A son. He has a son. And I had to find out from Liam. Not from him. What else is he hiding from me? I thought I knew him. I thought we were honest with each other. Was it all a lie? How many more secrets are there? What is he afraid to tell me? I trusted him. I loved him. I still do, but how can I forgive this? How can I trust him again? How could he look me in the eyes and never say a word? How could he watch me while hiding something so big? A son, a child. How many more lies? How many more secrets is he keeping from me? And Liam, he knew. What about him? How many more lies could he be hiding? I thought we were building something real in our many years of marriage, something honest. But now, I don't even know what's real anymore. Maybe I've been blind. Maybe I've been fooling myself this whole time. But I can't keep pretending everything is fine when it's all falling apart. What do I do now? What do I do with this broken heart? No, I won't say a word. Not yet. If Patrick has been hiding this from me purposefully, if he's been lying all along, then I need to know the truth. If he ever intends to come clean, or if he really intends to keep this buried forever. If he intends to keep it hidden forever, I will then know what to do. Emily, I just don't know what to do anymore. It's been 2 months. 2 months of waiting, hoping that Patrick would come clean. I thought maybe he would have the decency to tell me himself. But nothing. He's pretending everything is fine, as if he has nothing to hide. He's determined to bury this secret forever.
So, he still hasn't said anything?
Not a word. Every time I look at him, I'm just waiting for him to say something. But he won't. He's acting like it doesn't exist, like there's no child. Like he hasn't been lying to my face for who knows how long.
I hate to say it, Paula, but didn't I warn you? Didn't I tell you from the beginning that this was bigger than you thought? That he was hiding things? I know it's hard to hear, but sometimes the truth is staring us in the face, and we just don't want to see it.
I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe that he could do this to me. I kept telling myself he would come around, that he'd eventually confess. But you were right, Emily. All along, you were right.
I'm not trying to say, I told you so, but, Paula, you deserve better than this. You've been waiting for 2 months, hoping he'll do the right thing. But what if he never does? What if he's never going to come clean? How long are you going to keep waiting?
I don't know. I keep asking myself the same thing. How long can I live like this? Knowing what I know, but pretending I don't. How do I even confront him at this point? What if I do, and he just denies it? Or worse, what if he admits it and tells me it doesn't matter?
If he admits it and says it doesn't matter, then that tells you everything you need to know. If he's willing to lie to you for this long, keep something this big from you, then he doesn't respect your marriage.
But I love him, Emily. I love him so much, and it hurts to think of losing him over this. But at the same time, I can't shake this pain. It's like, there's this weight on my chest every day, and it won't go away.
He doesn't respect you. Paula, listen to me. If Patrick is determined to keep this secret, then maybe it's time you stop waiting for him to change. You need to think about yourself now.
But what am I supposed to do, Emily? How do I just let it go like that?
Let him be, Paula. He's made his choice. If he's not going to come clean, then you need to start thinking fast for yourself. You can't sit around waiting for him to do the right thing while you're the one hurting. You have to protect yourself and your future.
What do you mean? What am I supposed to do?
I'm saying you need to find a way to secure your place. Look, sooner or later, Cynthia and her child will show up, and when they do, they'll be after Patrick's property, his money, everything. And where does that leave you? You need to think about how to get your own child, your own future, before they come knocking at your door, claiming what's theirs.
Emily, I can't believe you're saying that. You think I should just find a way to get a child, just like that?
Yes, Paula. You need to think ahead. Protect yourself. If Patrick won't be honest, then you need to take control. Do whatever it takes, because if you don't, you'll be the one left out in the cold.
But that's not what I want. I wanted a family with Patrick, with trust. I never thought it would come to this.
I know, Paula. But life doesn't always give us what we want. Sometimes, we have to fight for what's ours. You deserve a place in this marriage, and if Patrick's going to hide things, then you need to make sure you're not the one who loses in the end.
I don't know if I can do that, Emily.
You can, Paula. You have to. This isn't about love anymore. It's about survival.
Emily, how can I possibly get a child after everything Patrick and I have already tried? We've been to every doctor, tried different treatments, prayed constantly, and still, nothing. It's just not working. I'm tired, Emily, and I don't know what else to do.
I know you're exhausted, Paula. You've been trying for so long. But maybe, just maybe there's another way. Have you ever considered that Patrick might be the real issue here? What if he's the one who can't have children, and he's keeping it from you? He could be hiding something, Paula. What if he's not as fertile as he says?
Emily, no. I can't believe that. Patrick and I went to the hospital together. We got tested, we sat down with the doctor, and he told us both that we're fertile, that there's no medical reason we can't have children. I know Patrick wouldn't lie about that.
But what if the doctor missed something? What if Patrick's hiding the truth from you, or there's something else going on that you don't know about? Look, Paula, you've been patient for so long. You've tried everything. But now, maybe it's time to try something different. Just once. Sleep with another man, and see if you can get pregnant.
Sleep with another man? How can you even suggest that, Emily? That's not the answer. I'm married. I made vows to Patrick before God. I can't betray him like that. No matter how desperate things are, I just can't.
I get it, Paula. I know it sounds extreme. But think about it. What if you sleep with someone else just once? No one has to know, not even Patrick. And if you do get pregnant, then at least you'll have the child you've always wanted. If nothing happens, then you'll know it's not meant to be, and you can move on. But at least you'll know for sure.
No, Emily. I can't. I'm a Christian. My faith is everything to me, and so is my marriage. Cheating on Patrick would destroy everything we've built. I've prayed, I've believed, and I trust that if God wants us to have a child, it will happen in His time. But I won't take matters into my own hands like that. I can't go down that road. It's not just about getting what I want.
I understand, Paula, I really do. But think about this, you're nearing menopause. Time isn't on your side. If you keep waiting, hoping for a miracle that might never come, you could miss your chance. You don't have to make this a regular thing, Paula. Just one time. One time with another man. If you get pregnant, then you've saved your marriage and your future. If you don't, well, at least you'll know. But you can't keep waiting forever.
I wouldn't be able to live with myself. No matter how desperate I feel, I know this isn't the answer. I can't, Emily.
You've been trying with Patrick for years, and it's not working. What if you do nothing and time runs out? What if you miss your window to have a child? You'll spend the rest of your life wondering, what if? What if you could have done something, and you didn't?
I've thought about it, Emily. And I appreciate you trying to help, but this isn't the way for me. I can't betray my husband, not even for a child. I've made up my mind. I trust in God, and I believe that He has a plan for Patrick and me, even if it's not the one I imagined. I won't break my vows.
I just hope you don't regret this later, Paula. When the time comes, I hope you don't look back and wish you had done things differently.